Okay, so good day taong bayan at ngayon po pag-usapan natin tong mga mainit na statements ni Congress Meow. Si ano nga yung tawag sa kanya? Posakat ba yun? Si Congressman Kiko Barzaga po of Dasmariñas, Cavite. So pasensya po kung natatawa ako pero naaliw po kasi ako dito sa statement si Congressman Kiko di ba? He delivers it in a very funny way pero may laman po, may sipa. Di ba? So anyway po, ito pakita ko yung isa. Ito siya lang, sarili niya lang tong statement. Why only Romualdez? Because he is the most powerful man in our country. If we can bring justice upon him, then any politician is fair game. Tapos madami pa yan siya dito. Ito si former Congressman Ace Barbers naman, sinasagot niya, kahit ipakulong mo pa ako, mananalo pa rin ang taong bayan. And then ito, the will of the Filipino people is our last hope. Wala kaming tiwala sa DILG ni Romualdez. And then yung isa pa po nating papag-usapan, ito naman, itong ano ba tong mangyayari sa September 21. Kahit po ako napapaisip na talaga kung ano to. Pero nakita ko biglang shinare din ni former COMELEC Commissioner and COA Commissioner Attorney Rowena Guanzon. So mas lalo tuloy akong napaisip. Tapos kung makita pa ninyo, yung gumawa ng photo na to is Visual Perfume TV. So ano ba yung Visual Perfume na yan? Diba? Pabango ba yan? But anyway po, yung magiging main discussion po talaga natin is our right to free speech and yung right po natin to peacefully assemble po para ipaalam sa gobyerno yung mga hinanakit natin as the taong bayan. Okay? So unahin na po natin yung boring parts of this video. So pupunta lang po tayo sa Constitution. So ito po, 1987 Philippine Constitution pa rin po to, Section 4 of Article 3, the Bill of Rights. Okay, so Section 4, as usual, no law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, of expression, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. So sa side po ni Congress Meow, Kiko Barzaga, dito po yun papasok, freedom of speech and of expression. Okay, so ito po muna. Ngayon, reviewin natin yung mga statements niya. So, like what I have showed you po, madami na to siyang mga statements na pinagagawa kung saan he is either responding to certain government or to other government officials. Ito, may naligaw patuloy, Binibining Dasma. Like ito, kay Senator Tito Soto, sinagot din niya. Epal, gamit pa si Vico. There are many points he is missing. I've been a long-time friend of Martin Romualdez. Sabi niya, diskaya lang ang kaya mo, takot ka kay Romualdez. So, in fairness po kay Congressman Barzaga, diba? He's very ballsy considering na he's only 27 years old. Nagulat po ako na 27 lang paluta siya. And then ito rin, sinabi niya, the Romualdez issue is incomparable with Vico Soto's investigation. I firmly believe that Mayor Vico is a good, honest man that is doing what is best for his city and country. But Tito Soto's closeness with Romualdez is limiting his options for investigation. So my goal here isn't to have Speaker Romualdez judged guilty of any crime. My intention is to show the people that no matter what they do, Speaker Martin Romualdez is untouchable. Okay, so again, very powerful statements po from Congressman Kiko Barzaga. But in summary po, ang ifa-flash ko na lang mainly sa screen while we discuss is this one. Kasi ito po, maganda rin tong statement niya dito So, ang sagot ko po dyan is hindi naman po to siya seditious kasi wala namang sinasabi dito si Congressman Barzaga dito na guluhin niya yung certain government offices. In other words, wala siyang sinasabi dito na mag-influence sa ibang tao to disrupt or to destroy certain government properties for political purposes. Klaro naman po yun. Therefore, this is clearly not a seditious statement. Okay? So, ngayon, ang next question naman natin is whether or not libelous statement ba to siya. Okay? So, from how I see it po, this is also not a libelous statement kasi unang-una, ang elements po ng libel is that there must be an imputation of a crime and that there must be a malicious intent to besmirch the reputation of another individual. Diba? So, ang question, is there an imputation of a crime po ba? So, makikita natin, wala naman po kasi ang sinabi lang ni Congressman Barzaga dito, why only Romualdez? Because he is the most powerful man in our country. If you can bring justice upon him, then any politician is fair game. Wala naman siyang sinasabi na criminal si Speaker Romualdez or magnanakaw si Speaker Romualdez. So, hindi po yun siya. This cannot be considered as an imputation of a crime. Diba? So, therefore, kung walang imputation of a crime, wala rin pong malicious intent para siraan si Speaker Romualdez. And we also have to remember po, si Speaker Romualdez is a public figure, specifically the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Therefore, he is a public officer or a government employee. Diba? Therefore, yung mga actions po ng office niya at ng personality niya as a congressman congressman that can really be criticized po due to the doctrine of public interests or fair commentary, di ba? And alam naman po natin ngayon, madaming allegations against Speaker Martin. Therefore, it is really a matter of public interest. Yung mga corruption discussions po basically is my main point. So again, ulitin ko lang po, this is not a libelous statement, or kung i-argue man nila as libelous, mahirapan po sila to prove the essential elements of libel in a court of law. Okay, yan po yung legal position ko on this matter. I'm not saying I am right, pero yun yung assessment ko po as a practicing lawyer regarding this statement. Kasi kung sa akin this is clearly a political statement. Okay? Kasi ang gusto niya dito, he is the most powerful man in our country. If we can bring justice upon him, ano ba point pag mag-bring ng justice upon him? Then therefore, di ba parang imputation na yan of a crime? So ang masasabi ko lang po dun is that hindi po yan imputation of a crime. Kasi yung mga ganun pong statements, those are conclusions na lang po of another individual. Pero kung titingnan mo yung actual statement ni Congressman Barsaga, wala naman siyang sinabing ganun, di ba? So kung tingin po ninyo na itong statement na to, there is a perception or an imputation of a crime, sariling conclusion po ninyo yun. But if you read this word for word, wala pong ganong sinabi si Congressman Barsaga, di ba? So kung makita po ninyo, mahirap po talaga, or dapat po hindi talaga tayo nagbibigay ng sarili nating conclusions sa mga statements ng other individuals, because hindi po yan pwede in the courts of law. Ang tawag po dyan, conclusory. At kung conclusory po, hindi po yan tatanggapin ng courts natin. Okay? Kasi basically, you are giving a conclusion na hindi naman yun ang conclusion ng kalaban mo sa isang kaso. Okay, so hopefully klaro po yan. At ang reason po kung bakit nasabi ko na political speech to siya, kasi kung titingnan po natin yung full context, yung full substance po ng statement ni Congressman Barsaga, this is a statement that clearly relates to how we can fight or address corruption, di ba? Kasi ang main point po niya, because si Speaker Romualdez daw is the most powerful man in our country, therefore, if we can bring justice upon him, then any politician is fair game, di ba? So kung maimbestigahan, makasuhan, at kung later on ma-establish yung guilt beyond reasonable doubt po ni Speaker Romualdez, then any other politician din po na may mga corruption issues can also be brought to justice. Yun yung main point niya dito. Therefore, that is clearly a political statement in relation to how we can address corruption. Diba? Basically, unahin natin yung pinakamalakas, and then yung mga mas mahihina or mas mga nasa ilalim po ng malakas na yon ay pwede rin po natin ma-bring to justice. Okay? That is how I understand this statement of Congressman Barsaga. This is a statement on how we can address corruption in our country. Unahin po natin yung nasa taas, and then basically everything else will follow. Yun po yung simplest term ng pagkaintindi ko dito sa statement na to. Okay? So hopefully klaro po yan. Okay, so ngayon punta naman po tayo dito kay Attorney Rowena Guanzon. So yung first question po dito is whether or not allowed ba to ng ating constitution or ng batas natin. Okay, so ipakita ko lang po sa inyo ulit. So pinakita ko na po to kanina, Section 4, Article 3. Dito po yan papasok. The right of the people peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. Diba? In other words, ito po yung karapatan natin mag-assemble peacefully to petition the government for redress of grievances. Basically, nilalabas natin, pwede natin ilabas po yung mga hinanakit at sama ng loob natin sa government in a peaceful manner via assembly. Yan po yan siya. Ito po yung part na yan under Section 4, Article 3 of the Bill of Rights po ng 1987 Constitution. Okay, so hopefully klaro po yan. Ngayon, ang question ko naman, sino kaya talaga yung mga organizers nito? Kasi napapaisip din po ako. Diba? Visual Perfume TV. Medyo kakaiba po yung pangalan dito sa baba. Perfume, diba? But anyway, ang isa pa pong gusto ko i-emphasize dito, since this is a constitutionally protected right, to be specific po, a fundamental right po natin which is constitutionally protected. Therefore, hindi po to pwede basta-basta i-regulate or pigilan ng government natin, 'di ba? Kasi yun nga, it is a fundamental constitutionally protected right. So pag ganun, very strict po yung mga requirements ng ating batas diyan para ma-regulate, ma-prohibit or mapigilan to ng government natin, 'di ba? As long as we do it within the bounds of law, meaning po we do it in a peaceful manner, edi hindi po pwede yan pigilan ng government natin. Okay? So, yun lang po ang gusto ko emphasize dito. Okay? So, again, tandaan lang po ninyo, hindi po tayo dapat basta-basta pigilan or dapat itong event na to ay hindi dapat basta-basta pigilan lang ng government natin. Unless na lang po malampasan ng government yung tinatawag na strict scrutiny test. Otherwise, kung hindi po nila yun ma-overcome, hindi po yan pwede tayo pigilan ng government kasi yun nga po, this is a constitutionally protected right of the taong bayan. Okay? So kung tatanungin nyo ako kung ano yung strict scrutiny test, bahala na po yung government lawyers mag-establish nun. Kasi ako po, I am for the taong bayan. So ang sa akin lang, establish na yung karapatan natin by the Constitution. Therefore, bahala na sila, yung government lawyers, kung gusto nila to pigilan, i-establish na na-overcome nila yung strict scrutiny test. Okay? So anyway, hopefully klaro po yung discussion natin for today. If you like more legal educational videos sa current events, subscribe lang po kayo sa channel ko. And until next time, see you all po. Bye-bye!